Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Retro Gamers Podcast, episode number 363. Larry here.
And Flat Anthony here.
Yes, look at this. Someone who I feel like I've known almost as long as my co-host, Flat Anthony, making, we believe, his first appearance. Sir, what is going on?
Oh, I've just been, I've been traveling the world a little bit, and I gotta say, like when I travel, I lose a lot of weight.
You do. They can just slide you into an envelope and mail you. That's the easiest way.
And it's probably cheaper too when you think about business class flights.
Most likely. This is probably the first time we actually ever heard you talk as well. You've made many of a social appearance.
That's very true. I'm usually just more of the posing in photos type of guy, but
Yep.
it's long overdue. My actual my vocal debut.
It is, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who's probably missing the actual reference, but nevertheless, you are a world traveler, and welcome to the show, my friend.
All right. Well, it's good to be here. And how are things with you?
It goes. I've had a bit. We will see how long this will go because I can go the full show, doing this with him. Uh, I'm doing fantastic. Got a lot of cool stuff came in recently. Actually, maybe it's better to talk to you than I guess normal, Anthony, because I did get something that is astronomically amazing in my collection of video games.
Oh well, it's perfectly fine. I'm well versed in the horror that is Virtual Boy, so I will demean you just as much as he does.
Oh my gosh, I got a brand new Virtual Boy, and it looks just like my new Nintendo 3DS.
Oh yes, I heard the rumors that you were ruining your 3DS by modding it for Virtual
Ru
Boy game.
Rumors abound are true, where for the first time in my life, I have successfully, oh, maybe not successfully because this thing's not turning back on again, successfully modded
Rightfully so.
my new Nintendo 3DS. No, for real, it's not turning on. I had this already on and it ready to go, and now it's black screening. This
Well,
is
that's
not.
that's the power of the Virtual Boy. It will brick anything it touches.
Oh my God, that is not good at all. I had installed the Virtual Boy 3DS player on here. I think it was called Red Falcon. Wow, that is not cool. Well, I was ready to show you that, so that's not happening.
Well, I'm actually happy with the way that turned out.
Oh my God. But like all joking aside, it was amazing. It looked beautiful. Most of the games actually ran. Only one game kept crashing. It was I think Red Alarm. But yep.
Well,
No.
now everything crashed.
Yeah, no, that's not cool. Oh, here we go. Here, I finally got it back up. Red Viper. Okay, I think I said something else. Red
Ah,
Viper on the 3DS. And I gotta say, for modding a system, Jack be damned, I was able to do it pretty good.
all
So
right. Well,
there's
that's, I mean, all it really involves is, looking it up on YouTube and following instructions.
yeah, but you have to be very detailed because it can brick very easily.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it just to say that this might remind some people things as well, adjusting. And of course the 3D will not come through on the camera, but
It's not.
you can see at least the 4 versus the 2. That's the 3D aspect kicking in,
Got it.
and it honestly looks gorgeous, both in regular mode, like 2D and 3D. There's a startup of, again, probably one of the best platformers in my opinion, Super Mario 3D Land.
There you go.
I mean, Virtual Boy Mario Land.
Well, it's nice to know that your 3DS is now officially worthless.
Yes. No, but but in all joking aside, Flat Anthony, because I'm going to kick you off the show in a little while. Uh, it
I
like
think I think I think Flat Anthony may stay.
well, that's fine with me. The just the nostalgia, like it just again, when I got the NES Mini, it just washed over me, just remembering what it was like playing this. And I've tried other Virtual Boy emulators out there, and none of them work as well as this one does. So I'm very happy I was able to load it up, and I'm very happy that my system so far is still working. And I don't know if I'm going to add other things to it, but for now, I'm just going to leave it with the Virtual Boy on there. But
All right.
I've been getting a lot of use out of the Virtual Boy Red Viper.
which is good. I hope you enjoy all three Virtual Boy games that you can play on there.
Good Lord. One day we will have a serious conversation about this system.
No, I don't foresee that happening.
No.
After 363 episodes, I definitely don't see that.
Well, for those of you out there who do enjoy the Virtual Boy and are able to mod, definitely check it out. Only because it's just, again, it's an amazing way. And again, one of the amazing blunders of Nintendo, not releasing 3DS games natively on the 3DS, Virtual Boy games on the 3DS.
Virtual Boy games on the 3DS.
So,
yeah.
But in any event,
because there's such a pardon the pun, there's such a red stain on their ledger from that they don't want to go back to it.
In all its red glory, I accept it. So, yeah. But nevertheless, very cool on that one. And there's some other stuff we're gonna talk about here. But Flat, where in the world is Flat Anthony?
Flat Anthony is hanging out in Singapore right now.
Oh, okay.
He's been, tour. He's on the back end of a 2-week whirlwind tour of Asia.
Awesome. I like how now you're talking in the third person.
Yes, because that's what Flat Anthony does.
Awesome.
That's how important he is. Currently in Singapore, taking care of some business.
Okay. Did you go to the concert?
No, I did not go to the concert, but the rest of the hotel did.
Old Taylor Swift is in town, apparently. Taking over.
Yeah. As of this recording, yes, yesterday, which was the 9th of March, was her last concert on
ever? Awesome.
No, on the Singapore tour.
Oh well, we can only hope.
Yeah, so officially, yeah, she is done here. Which is good because the hotel emptied out this morning, and it's nice and quiet here again, like it should be.
It's like when I used to stay an extra day during WrestleMania, and everyone cleared out on Monday. Like, wow, This is a ghost town now.
Yeah, it's just that great feeling of like, thank God everybody's gone. I can relax, do whatever I want.
Now the continental breakfast is all to me.
All mine, all mine. Speaking of, I gotta eat a little bit more. I'm getting a little too thin.
You're looking good. I mean, I thought I was the one losing weight, but holy cow, look at you.
Yeah, well, just daily regimen, diet and exercise, and being laminated in a flat form definitely helps.
That always helps. Let's see how this is going to go. Have you gone shopping, Flat Anthony?
I have gone shopping, but
okay.
I'm gonna have to turn this over to somebody else in order to do it because I don't have opposable thumbs.
What? Excuse me. You do have thumbs, and they are posing. Oh, all right. There he goes. We'll talk to him.
They're not opposable.
Well, oh, look out. And that, folks, was our Saturday morning marionette presentation of.
There you go. Hey, Flat Andy.
Look at that.
Thank you.
You've had that thing for a long time.
I have had him for a long time. Actually,
is that the second one? I feel like the first one got destroyed.
Yeah, the first one got ripped on the first trip. So then
that didn't take long.
When I was visiting a friend in Chicago, I went to a printer and had them print out a second one and laminate him so that I wouldn't lose him again. Flat Anthony, actually,
here's a third and fourth one.
No. Flat Anthony, it's funny. We should bring this up right now. Flat Anthony this week is celebrating a retro birthday.
Oh, is he? Good Lord. How old is he?
He is 10 years old.
Is he really? How old is that one?
Yes. 10 years old. I told you.
Okay.
The other one ripped on the first trip. So, so Flat Anthony is 10 years old.
Well, good. Happy retro birthday.
Happy retro birthday, Flat Anthony. Get out of here. So
there's the real Anthony.
There's the real name. Yeah, I am here.
Posable thumbs and all.
Yes, I am here. I am in Singapore.
And did you go to the concert?
I did not go to the concert. But what I did enjoy seeing was somebody posted on X or Twitter or whatever it was that two people who did not have tickets to the concert found a way to go to the concert.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
By climbing the stadium structure and watching said concert from there. And I'm assuming they're going to be in really big trouble.
That actually sounds like a fun place to watch a concert.
I'm going to show this picture. And if you see the circle, Do you see the circle
Oh
where the
yeah,
people
yeah, yeah, yeah,
climb?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
No,
So
not only did they climb up, they had to climb over.
yeah, climb up and over, which is just absurd. But that is the power of one Taylor Swift.
That is
So,
insane.
but anyway, so yeah, so since I'm traveling, we're kind of doing a shorter episode because I really
So
can't.
you mentioned it. You just mentioned it was going to be a shorter episode, and now it's going to be a 2 hour show.
No, it's gonna be a shorter episode because we're gonna go through my shopping and my experience when I was there. And then we'll talk about a couple of other things and then be out. Flat Anthony had his moment, so we're good. Yeah, so while I was here, if you guys remember, if you were listening back in December, I had found a shop out here called Retronutz
Yes.
with a Z at the end.
Yep.
So I made a point to go back there today,
Okay.
and the that store is inside basically a giant, it's like shopping mall. It's like five-story shopping mall,
Good
but
Lord.
every store in this mall is tech. They're all tech stores.
Okay.
So you've got PC stores, you've got your you got your PC stores, you got your Apple stores, you've got audio, just straight up audio shops, video game shops, just literally like anything you need tech wise. This is basically the place to go to in Singapore.
Okay.
So while I was while I was looking up Retronutz to figure out how to get there with a cab, I happened to notice that Retronutz wasn't the only game store in this mall. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. So what I decided to do was I was going to hit up every store that I could find and see what it was about. So I hit up a bunch of stores there. The first store I found was this place called G&E Gaming.
G&E.
G&E.
Gotta go to G&E.
Yeah. So went to G&E Gaming. It was a small shop. And mostly what they sold was current stuff. So they had Switch, they had PS5, they had Xbox. They had Xbox One. I didn't see Series X there, which is interesting.
One Series X. I mean, it's almost the same. Technically one is older than Series X, but Series X will play one.
So yeah, so a lot of current stuff. They had a handful of things. They had a few Wii games. They had a few PS games, but I didn't want to buy Grease Dance based on the movie.
I forgot.
And then the other thing was there was one game he had that I was interested in, which was he had Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes for 3DS, and it was sealed.
Oh, okay.
He had two copies of it sealed, but the problem was when I went to go look it up online, and I'm sure Jack will tell me yes, you can jailbreak it or whatever it is, but 3DSs aren't region free.
No, it's funny enough. I just looked into that literally last night because I wanted to buy something, but I thought they were. I think the Switch is region free, but no, 3DS is not.
Yeah, so the 3DS isn't region free, so I didn't pick it up, but I really wanted to.
Yeah.
I would have just added another, Zelda game collection, which is great. So then I hit that place up, and I moved on. Then the second place that I found, and again, like I found a bunch of other places, like I found a tabletop gaming place in there, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
All right, so the second place that I found was another store called Tec-Drome. So TEC-DROME.
Thank you for spelling it.
Okay. Their business card is literally a piece of paper.
Hey, listen, you save money where you make money.
Guy was super nice. Again, mostly peddling in current stuff. However, he had a very large PC collection.
Oh,
and I thought that was kind of interesting because I got my old PC and
like
I've just been kind of
actual PCs or gaming, like PC games.
PC games.
Okay.
PC games. So, and I've been collecting PC games, not just to play on the old PC that I bought, but like kind of also like a way to preserve PC games. So So I went through that collection because again, like PS4, PS5, Xbox One, I wasn't going to play around with the region stuff. So, and not only that, I can get that stuff at home. So
$100.
I went through the PC collection he had, and they all had these crazy prices on them. And I'm like, okay, I go, maybe I'll buy one just for posterity. But then he comes over to me. He's like, no, he's like, oh, he's like, just so you know, he's like, all the PC games. He's like, I'm doing a deal, and I'm like, okay, what's the deal? And he's like, the first one's $9, the second one is $8, the third one is $7.
Oh, what a weird deal. Okay.
Yeah, and it's like, and it kept going down to $5. And then he said, once you get down to 5, everything is $5. And I'm like, okay.
Interesting.
I was like, oh, this could be fun.
All right.
Well, in my head, I'm saying, I don't have any room in my suitcase.
And mailing it home doesn't sound like an option.
Now, mailing at home doesn't sound good either. So I grabbed a bunch of PC games. And again, the odds of me playing these, I don't know, probably slim to none, but there may be one or two that I do. And a lot of them I grabbed like thematically for fun. So this first one that I got was called Dungeons the Dark Lord, which is one of those like kind of like a Baldur's Gate kind of game.
Oh, okay. Is that sealed?
Yeah, it's sealed.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. Like a lot of the ones, let me confirm. Every single one I bought is sealed.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know if he resealed them.
That's what I'm thinking in my head, yeah.
Yeah, because like, but I will say like, there's one specifically I'll show you that looks like it's definitely the original seal.
Okay.
Because it's caked in dust. So this game came out in looks like 2011.
Okay.
Actually, I have a light here, don't I? It'd be nice to see a little bit better. So this one came out in 2011, and again, it's like your Baldur's Gate kind of game with that 3/4 view up top.
I love those. Yep.
Yeah. So just look, again, I've never really heard of it, but I love these kind of games, so I grabbed it. I was like, okay. And this could also like this works on Windows 7, so this will work on my regular PC, which is sweet. And if it works on my regular PC, then I wonder if I can get it on my Steam Deck, which would also be cool. So, grab Dungeons the Dark Lord.
Very cool.
Thought that was fun. I bought this game even though I own it on, I want to say Xbox 360.
Oh, we did that episode last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. But but I bought the PC version of this.
Okay.
And I was a big fan of the show, and I actually loved the game because I loved the show. So I grabbed a copy of Lost, the video game.
Awesome.
Now I'm assuming it's the same Lost game, but the 360 game is called Lost Via Domus. This one's called Lost, the video game. I'm assuming it's the same thing.
It could be different. Sometimes PC games ended up like going like almost like more point and click or whatever. So sometimes it might be drastically different.
Yeah, so it might be different. And if it is, that'll be really cool. Yeah. I don't think the 90-day warranty is going to work, but you never know.
You never know where you
so
find
grab
yourself.
the copy of that.
Okay.
It's funny. Like these may be the original seals because the prices on them, like these look like prices when they would first come out. Like see, like
oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, and not only that, they look old.
The other one too was like the first price on it's like 55.
Interesting.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. Third one I grabbed again. This one's definitely the OG packaging. You can just tell, and you can tell by the box too. So Wolverine's Revenge.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. The indent on the box.
I was gonna say the box has some love to it. Yep.
Yeah, but still sealed.
Yes, I have that on GameCube.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this came out in 2003.
Is that a 2-disc set? Is that what that says on the front?
It says 2 CDs.
2 CDs. Look at that. Yeah, yeah.
So I thought that was really cool.
Okay.
Next one I grabbed. Can't see the price tag on it. It's already worn off. But hey, Ghostbusters the video game.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a good game. That I'm sure is the exact same one as the console.
Yes, and I have never played this. So
oh no! It's a good one. Yeah.
I'm actually excited that I grabbed it. And nice big state puppet.
Yeah, there he is. No
one's
at a church in my town.
Yep. And then the last one that I got, you'll be very happy with.
Okay.
Because I grabbed WWE 2K16
on PC. Wow, look at that.
And look, it's just like a thin case.
Look at that that's
which is very interesting. And I didn't realize that this came out on PC, but maybe the reason why I grabbed it is because I'm wondering, like, because of the region that I'm in. This may not have come out on PC in the States. This may only be like a PC in another region.
Oh, I got you. Because it has the Steam logo in the upper corner. on the
Yeah, so
front. So
I don't know. I mean, I'm not well versed in
yeah,
you
neither
know
am I.
PC wrestling games. So, but I just thought it was really cool to get a
Yeah,
copy of a WWE game
yeah, especially with
on
Austin on the
PC.
cover. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I got you a copy.
Oh, did
Ah,
you? Oh, look at that. Oh, thank you. I'll try
well,
and
this
load
one
it
fits
onto
me
my
like
Mac.
this one's thin enough to fit in my bag. So
Now you can put two of them in there.
yeah. So the rest of them are all gone. So
Awesome.
that's what I got at Tec-Drome.
Very
The guy
cool.
was super nice. Yeah, he's always like, oh, he's like, if you ever want anything, he's like, just give me a call. He's like, I'll ship it to you. And I'm like, I'm in New York, dude.
He's like, I'll ship it to you with pricing.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, that's a heck of a collection, especially like PC, because we never
Yeah.
discussed PC on here. I mean, we both were, well, you were kind of a PC gamer a little bit,
Yeah.
back in the day. I never
I,
really was.
I was a little bit because I fell in love
Yeah.
with like Roller Coaster
Yep.
Tycoon, Theme
Yeah.
Hospital, The Sims.
Yep.
I did that for a while.
Yeah.
But now, like lately, I kind of want to start getting back into it again.
I never could, only because like just the mouse and keyboard playing. A friend of mine, I remember I went over their house one time and he was up in his room playing. He had, remember when what was it called? Alienware. And they're still around. But like when
Alien is
Alienware
cool.
first hit, like those are like gaming
Yeah.
PCs. And he was playing, I want to say he was playing one of the GTAs. This was probably about 20, 25 years ago, so it might have been GTA 4, but he
Mhm.
was playing one of them. And I mean, literally like click, 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 like you hear him clicking on the keyboard and moving the mouse. I'm like, I'm getting a headache just watching you.
Yeah,
Just
it's
give me a
crazy.
controller and we're on our way.
Yeah, definitely crazy.
Yeah.
Um, all right, so moving on from there. So the next place that I stopped at, and I'll
Hmm.
send you just pictures of it because it was just fun to stop at it.
Okay.
It was called Dr. Clawtopus.
Damn you, Clawtopus.
Yes, Dr. Clawtopus, and then underneath the name of the place was
Inspector
claw
Squid.
your claw your addiction away. And if you can't figure out the name of it, they were all claw games.
What? Oh, okay. I wasn't put because I'm thinking just all. No, no. I know the type of game you're talking about. I was just in my head. I'm thinking just only like PC and video games. But
No.
that yeah, I've seen a lot of overseas. There are a ton of places that are
Yep.
just chock full of those claw games.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I swung in there, saw a bunch of stuff, thought that was kind of cool.
Ah, swung in there.
And
I
then
get it.
finally to end my tour of
Hmm.
this mall, I went to Retronutz.
Uh-huh.
And I took a whole bunch of pictures of different things than the last time I was there.
Okay.
And then I spent more time this time because last time I was there, the owner, super nice guy.
Hmm.
But when I was there the last time, the owner and I were talking for so long that I didn't really look through the shop that much.
That's all
And not
right.
only that, everything that I kept picking out, he would tell me was not for sale.
I remember you saying that.
So this time we didn't really talk as much. I kind of
You
went
just,
through.
you just walked in like, nope, stop. I'm here to shop. I'm here to give you money.
Now we talked a little bit more at the end.
Okay.
But so I went through the shop a little bit more. There's so much stuff in there, and it just takes a while to go through everything.
Okay.
But I did pick up a few games. The first two are repros,
Okay.
but I grabbed them just because I'm like, you know what? These are kind of fun ones just to keep in my
You know what?
collection.
I got to be honest with you. There is nothing wrong with a reproduction. I got a few of them, very
Mhm.
small handful, even one on a Sega CD. And you know
Yeah.
what? If it's a repro of these games that are going for like multiple hundreds of dollars, well worth it. Well worth it.
Exactly. Yeah. So when I saw these two, I was like, you know what? I'll grab these. The
Okay.
first one's for Sega Genesis or or the Mega Drive. I don't know which
Mhm.
one. But I got Superman.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
do remember that game. Yes, yes, yes.
You remember this one?
Yes, I
Just
do.
straight up Superman.
Oh,
And then
Superman.
And then the more important one that I grabbed that was there that I actually got excited about because, I'm definitely never going to buy the original copy of this game because it's so expensive. But he had a copy of Sunset Riders on
Oh,
Super Famicom.
nice.
Yeah,
Well
so
worth it on that one. Yep.
yeah, definitely worth it. And obviously a fraction of the
Oh,
cost
of course.
of the other original. So, but I
Yep.
thought that was a really cool get.
Very cool.
And then the last two I bought are legit games, like OG copies.
Yeah.
I grabbed this one just to put it in my collection because, again, this is another one where I think the original one is really expensive,
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken. And I just wanted to have it. And this is a Famicom version copy of Wrecking Crew.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
Very nice.
I wanted to get my hands on that.
Very good.
And then last but not least, he had a lot of American or North American versions of stuff.
Okay.
So when I was looking in one of his cases, I was like, oh hey, I go, how much is this game? And he took it out and there was no price on it. And I was like, oh, it's free. But then he scanned it and told me the price. And I was like, you know what? I
Far
was like, you
from
know
it.
what? I need to get this for my collection because I'm such a fan of the series. And this is the first game in the series. I now have the original Sega Genesis copy of Shining in the Darkness.
Nice. That's a
Yeah.
beaut. Look at that.
Yeah. And it looks brand new.
It does.
Right down to the instruction manual.
Very
And
good.
and look at the instruction manual because I don't remember Sega's
Looks a little
instruction
thin.
manuals
I was
looking
just gonna
like,
say, yeah, that was weird.
right? Yeah,
Interesting.
really, really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's in excellent condition.
All right.
Oh wow, you know what? The instruction booklet is in a lot of languages. That's why it's so big.
Very
It's like a
thick.
79 page
Good
instruction
Lord.
booklet.
With somehow
So
84 different languages.
yeah, but so I thought this was like a really good get.
That's a great pull.
Yeah, this is a great pull,
Great
and
find. Yeah.
happy to add this to my collection.
I don't even know if I have that in my collection.
Yeah, now I need to go back and buy Shining Force 2 because my copy officially disappeared.
Oh, good luck.
Stupid
I
games
mean, you can
disappeared.
find it, but
Yeah, I know. I gotta find it because I also have Shining Force in box.
yeah, yeah,
So I need the second one to complete the Genesis collection now again.
totally.
And that completes my shopping
Look at
in
you.
Singapore. So yeah, so I grabbed a bunch.
You definitely did well, and awesome. And we'll put links to all these locations, whether they're websites or their social media. All right, very cool stuff. And good luck getting it home.
Yeah, I gotta figure that part out. I'm gonna have to. I'll just wrap him up in a blanket and pretend it's a baby.
Just rock it all the way.
You think that'll work?
Maybe. I don't know. How many carry on are you allowed?
I have no idea. We'll find
Well, I
out.
guess you're about to find out. All right. And then in keeping with trying to keep this on a short episode, which I think we're actually going to be successful with, I'm just going to talk about the one thing that finally arrived after a year and so, probably even longer. I think I pre-ordered these when I originally ordered my Pocket originally.
You're in Television Amica?
Yes, absolutely. Cannot wait for it to come in. No, I got my $100 back on that thing. No, my Analogue Pocket adapters have finally arrived.
Nice.
And the adapters are for the Neo Geo Pocket Color, the Lynx, and the TurboGrafx 16. And what I'm going to do is just to show off. So the original, when I first got the Pocket, they were already selling at the time the adapter for. Oh, there's a full. There it goes.
Oh, there it goes. And it's broken.
Yes, right. The adapter for the Genesis. Excuse me, the Game Gear. So
Nice.
very cool.
Very cool.
And then they promised for these 3 new ones to ship, and they're like shipping February of 2024. And by gosh, I think they shipped it on Leap Day. So
Nice.
and I mean, when you look at them, don't get me wrong, they all basically look the same, though the clear look to it is very 90s nostalgia. So we have the Neo Geo Pocket Color adapter, and then the Lynx adapter. And the one that's missing right now, which I'm going to show in a moment, is the TurboGrafx adapter. And the reason why I want to show it is because I don't know why I find it hysterical when I look at it. Because of the way the game sticks out so much on the top.
Geez.
But that's okay. But nevertheless, that's what it looks like in the back of the Pocket. Played all 3 of these, of course. I mean, they work beautifully, just as promised. Now, though, I am on the lookout for Neo Geo Pocket games and more Lynx games. And the problem with Lynx, not a problem, but because of we talked about this a couple weeks ago, we talked about multiple games over multiple systems. I got those 2 Lynx collections on the Evercade, which cover a really good amount of Lynx games. And I was actually at oh, I forgot to bring it over here. Oh well, I'll talk about it. I was at Game On yesterday from when we recorded, and I'm like looking for Lynx games, and they literally had like three of them, two of which one I already had, Gates of oh, I forgot the name of it. Gates of something. So I'm not doing justice here. I'm sorry. It's very early. Times went back. It's crazy. Did they
Time
set
went
the times
forward.
back there or forward? Whatever.
No daylight savings time here.
Okay. So I already had those games, so kind of pick anything up. And with the Neo Geo Pocket Color, everything's a fighter basically. And as much as they look gorgeous, I'm just not into fighting games. But I do have a couple of Neo Geo Pockets, and this is what the games will look like when they're actually sitting in the adapters. So,
Nice.
nevertheless, very cool.
All
Very
right,
cool.
that's cool.
I'm already on the lookout on eBay looking for Neo Geo Pocket games, but nevertheless, very happy with these. And folks, if you think, just on a side note, if you're thinking about getting a Turbo Duo and you're not looking to really collect any of the CD games, just and you already have a pocket, just go with the adapter. It's going to be cheaper, and it basically just turns it into a Turbo Express because it plays the exact same card games, the Hue
Right.
card games. So very
Nice.
happy with this. And for now, that pretty much completes, I think, everything I've been waiting for from Analog.
Okay.
So now just waiting for the Analog 3D to go on sale. And then we'll take it from there.
So you have everything analog. I have everything Polymega.
Yes, you do. And yours takes up a lot less room than mine does.
That's very true.
I don't know where everything's going next. And then what I picked up yesterday, I forgot to bring it over to show. But again, to justify the purchase of the Duo, I picked up the Adams Family on Turbo Duos, Turbo Express CD, Turbo Graphic CD. I'll get it right
Okay.
eventually.
Yeah, you
So,
got it.
so that makes now maybe like 4 or 5 TurboGrafx CD games that I have.
Nice.
So, which is very cool.
Well,
Um,
congratulations.
Thank you very much. And that's really it on stuff that came in as far as purchases. And
Okay.
I think with that, we'll start to wrap it up here. We're gonna game of the week.
Well,
Oh yeah.
before we get to really quickly, before we get to retro news, there's something I wanted to bring up that we always forget to bring up
Okay.
most of the time this year. But it is, well, officially it'll be 2 days later when it drops. But today, recording day, Happy Mario Day.
Oh my gosh, yes. We traditionally forget about this.
Yes.
And Nintendo has, like, in the first time that I remember, has been pushing Mario Day this year.
Yep, that's why I wanted to bring it up.
Yes, no, absolutely. Happy Mario Day. Yeah, there's some sales going on. I don't know if the sales might still be going on when this drops. But there was sales going on for Mario games, which if you know Nintendo, that happens rarely. So go while
That's
you
true.
can.
True story.
And they've been showing some really cool, like, like old school Mario games on there and stuff like that, in their social media. So if you haven't, and you know what, let's celebrate Mario Week, shall we? Not doing a game of the week. We'll do that next week, but just celebrate Mario, have fun. Hopefully you did play some Mario games on Mario Day.
I did not. I have been obsessed with Tears of the Kingdom on this trip.
Uh, why'd you have to ruin Mario Day?
Well, I'm not ruining Mario Day because I'm talking about one of the best games ever made.
There is no
So,
Zelda Day. Okay.
no, there should be. There should be a Legend of Zelda Day.
When the movie comes out.
That's exactly what's going to wind up happening. But yeah, so I haven't really been playing any Mario this trip, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I did get back into Tears of the Kingdom, and I am working my way through that game.
Very good. I'm happy for you.
You
But
should be
maybe
happy.
just play a quick Mario game before you go to sleep tonight.
Yeah, you know what? I will do that, especially since the day is over here. So
And
Mario Day is almost over here.
mine is just starting the hellish week that I call life. Well,
Yes.
you know what? Speaking of, oh, actually, look at this. There's actually a thing on here. So we're gonna get. I was gonna say game of the week. We'll save for next week when we have more time and everything. Super Punch Out. Keep playing it. But
Yes.
I have 3 bits of news to talk about real fast, and then we'll
Cool.
wrap this up. So, but I just noticed this now, even when I pulled it up before we started recording. So speaking of Mario Day, Lego dropped a very interesting teaser. I don't know if you got a chance to see it.
I have
So,
not.
very quick teaser coming out in 2025. Lego Mario Kart is coming
Ooh.
2025. A very
Full track.
slick teaser. What was that?
Oh, did they show? Oh, they didn't show anything.
It's like a very just like a silhouette, if you will, of a cart, just kind of spinning, and all it just said 2025, which I can't. Again, wild. They gotta wait that long. But nevertheless, that's coming out in 2025. What is this? But they actually Lego right now has a Mario Day link. So I click on it.
Ooh.
Check out our offers and get a double point on Lego Super Mario 3-4 through 311. So when this drops, you will not be able to do this. And you
Nope.
can. You have one more day.
I do have one more day, and I will not do it.
Oh, they got a couple sales actually, to be honest with you. So
Oh,
interesting.
nice.
So that's coming out. So you can add to your collection in 2025 at least with Mario Kart. Lego
There you
Mario
go.
Kart is really cool. For those of you who, of course, enjoy as we do playing a lot of these old games, again, a system, not a system, but a company, I guess, a program, a game that I recommend constantly to everyone, Antstream Arcade. If you didn't you get that for Xbox? Don't you have it?
I might have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play it on your PC, on your Mac, on your. I think you can play it on. I think you can download an app as well. Antstream Arcade has literally over 1,400 games, all classic, and they're starting to dip into PS1. So that's how recent they're going right now. It's like PS1 games, besides like indie games and stuff like that. But they've lately been doing connects, as they call them. And they just recently had a connect mentioning some new games coming to the platform. And of course, Antstream, that's what I use my Atari VCS for. So games like and by gosh, when I'm playing those games, you just hear that fan just wanting to blow out the back of the VCS.
Well, and rightly so, I should
Some
say.
PS1 games coming out. Worms, Armageddon, and Legend are going to be hitting the system this year.
Okay.
Some amazing arcade games such as Thunder Hoop, Truxton, and Hellfire.
Oh, interesting.
Truxton and Hellfire, amazing game. Snow Brothers, Nick and Tom.
Nice.
A game very tough sometimes to find. And then a game that I picked up physically for the Super Nintendo through a Kickstarter, but now you'll be able to play the Super NES version of Stone Protectors based on the cartoon from back in the day.
All right.
Amongst other games that are coming out, and a lot of hard to find, again, like arcade games are on there as well. If you think like you're like, oh, I remember this one arcade game I used to play and can never find it, it might be on Antstream. So definitely check it out. So a very cool listing here. These are just some of the games that they were showing, but Antstream is showing their promise, especially with PS1 games, because there's a couple already on the platform, and they play really well. The whole thing's streaming, and it plays really well. So check it out, and I highly, highly recommend getting it for the Xbox. And don't do the monthly subscription. Pay the $80 lifetime subscription. Trust me when I tell you, it is absolutely worth it. So check that out. And then finally, we're going to end on a sad note. For those of us out there, yes, the creator of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, passed away at the age of 68.
Yes, that's sad news.
Well, not only, I mean, it's sad. The world of Dragon Ball just absolutely, of course, lost it, rightfully so. But I didn't realize this. He also, I want to say, created Chrono Trigger.
Yes, he did.
I did not know. So I know that one will hit a little closer to you, Ant. I understand.
Yeah, it stung a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay. But no, nevertheless, so rest in peace, good man, Dragon Ball. I mean, I never got into Dragon Ball Z, but I absolutely recognize the impact that game and manga and movies and everything has had on society.
Society.
And with that, we will actually wrap it up then. But we cannot end the show without mentioning one thing from way overseas. And where can they find us?
You guys can find us on Facebook.com/RetroGamersPodcast, on Instagram @RetroGamersPodcast, on Twitter @RetroGamersPod. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube and Spotify @RetroGamersPodcast, or you can email us at email@theretrogamers.com.
I do not correct Flat Anthony, so.
No, you do not. Nobody corrects Flat Anthony. Nobody.
Nobody. All right. Well, with that, we will wrap it up then this week. We'll get back to Norm next week. Ant, safe travels.
Thank you, and you have a good week.
Will do. And all of you have a wonderful week. We'll catch you here next week on the Retro Gamers Podcast.